All right, get excited. This is one of my favorite Power BI pro tips. We're going to talk about how to set up custom page navigation buttons in Power BI Desktop. Our goal will be to create 4 different page icons or buttons down here in the lower left corner of each of our report pages that users can simply click to navigate between each of the different views in our dashboard. And to do that, we're going to use blank buttons with custom icons. So it will be a little bit of setup time, but trust me, it's going to be worth it. Now, what I'm actually going to do here is build these buttons on a new page. This is just going to be a temporary page that we'll delete when we're done. I'm going to copy this left bar and paste it here just so that we can format our icons appropriately. And the reason why I'm putting it on a new page is that we're going to be setting up navigation actions to drive to each tab. But if we build that button on a specific tab, we won't have the option to drive to the same tab that you're already on. So by building our buttons on a new blank page, I can configure navigation for all 4 of our reports: exec dashboard, map, product detail, and customer, and then simply copy and paste that whole group into each of our 4 tabs without having to reconfigure any of the page navigation settings afterwards. So just a little bit of a shortcut here. Now let's get started. We're going to insert a new button. We're going to choose the blank option here. Let's just drag it down a little bit. It's going to live somewhere in this region right here. And check this out. We're going to jump into our format options, head to our button style, and let's go ahead and configure the default state first. So we want an icon, but the icon type is not blank. It's going to be a custom icon type. That lets us browse for a specific custom PNG file. In this case, we've got all of our custom icons that are available in our course resources. And we're going to start with our default dashboard icon, which is the white version here. Let's double click and we see it added to our report page. You can resize a little bit as you see fit. I think that looks pretty good. Let's just kind of nudge it into place to center it on that left nav bar. Next up, I want to make this a bright blue hover and click state, just like we did for our clear filters and our insight buttons. And to do that, we're going to change our state to on hover. And down here in the icon settings, I can remove the white version and I can go ahead and insert that bright blue version. And now check it out. Hover, we get that bright blue. And what's nice is that I don't need to resize or anything. It overlays pretty perfectly. And I'll do the same thing for on press. Get rid of the white version, insert the blue. So formatting looks good. Let's collapse our button style. Let's add an action here. And this time the action type is not a bookmark, it's a page navigation action. This one's pretty simple. You just point it to a destination, which is one of our 4 existing tabs. And again, if I were building this button on the exec dashboard tab, I wouldn't see this option listed here, so I'd have to go and add that later. But in this case, I can simply select exec dashboard as my destination, and there you have it. Our button configuration is complete. So to save us some time, let's copy and paste this button 3 more times. 1, 2, 3. And let's kind of try to get these aligned as well as we can. Let's drag to get all of them like so. Head to Format, Align. We're going to align center. And let's distribute vertically. So that looks pretty good. I love the placeholders here. I think that's exactly what we need. So now we just need to go through and update the page navigation links and the custom icons for each of these. So we're done with the executive summary or dashboard. Next up, let's do our map. This one's going to link to our second report page, our map page. And we can go into button style, and we need to update all 3 starting with default. And we've still got that dashboard icon here. So now our default map icon is going to be this file here, the white globe. Double click to add it. And now we want the blue version for our hover and press states. So on hover, we're going to browse for the blue map. And on press, same story. Browse for the blue map. So hover state looks good right there. Last step is to update the action from exec dashboard to map. And we should be good with that second button. I'm going to just manually realign things just a bit, nudge it over to the right just 1 pixel. That looks good. Now on to our third button. This one's going to link to our product detail page. So I know this is a little bit tedious, but going to be worth it. Let's go back to our default state here. And we're going to update these icons as well. So our default product icon is the white box, like so. The hover, as you guessed, will be the blue version of that box. And the on press, same story here. Okay, hover state looks good there. Again, need to just bump it over about a pixel. That looks better. And let's change the page navigation all the way at the bottom here from exec dash to product detail. All right, almost there. Last one, fourth and final one. This is going to link to the customer detail report. So you know the drill by now. Default icon, that's going to be our customer icon in white. There we go. On hover, it's going to be our customer icon in blue. And same with on press. Hover looks good. Let's bump it over. Everything looks aligned. Let's change that last action from exec dashboard to customer detail. And we can just confirm that one's going to customer. This one's going to product. This top one's going to dashboard. And this one's going to our map. So all of our page nav looks good. All of our hover states look good. Now the big moment of truth. Let's see if these actually work. So I'm going to control click on my first icon. There you go. Takes us to the dashboard. Let's control click the second icon. Takes us to our map. Control click the third. Product detail. And drum roll, please. Number 4 takes us to customer detail. So there you go. Everything looks great. All seems to be working perfectly. Final step is to grab all of those icons. For the sake of organization, let's head to our selection pane. Let's right click to group them. And we can call these something like navigation buttons. There we go. Now let's go ahead and select that entire group. Let's copy it. And we're going to paste it 4 times. Once in executive dashboard, again in map, product detail, and customer detail. And with that, we can delete page 1, that temporary page. And that should just about do it. One thing just to call out here is if we select that exec summary or that dashboard button on the exec dashboard page, and we go into our format options down to action, you'll see that the destination is blank. So that's what I was mentioning at the beginning. You can't configure a link to the page that you're on, but all of our others should still be there. Map, product detail, customer detail. So there you have it. We've officially built our own custom page navigation buttons. Now, if you're excited to learn more and build job-ready skills, check out our best-selling Power BI desktop course, or dive into our specialist path, which covers desktop, service, advanced DAX, PL300 certification, and more. You can also explore our entire suite of self-paced courses, guided projects, and portfolio tools, and create your own personalized learning plan for free. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more data content just like this. I'll see you in the next one.